This is the revision series on Indian polity, and today we are dealing with 10th chapter, that is amendment of the constitution. See, written constitutions are subject to amendment. Amendment होगा तो ही कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन चेंजिंग सिचुएशन को सर्व करेगा. Otherwise, constitution will become a static document. If written constitutions are not changing according to situations, they will fail to serve the people. So, written constitutions ideally should be dynamic. They should change according to time. So that is why we have the provision of amendment. With all that being said, first understand the nature of Indian Constitution. So what is the nature of Indian Constitution? Indian Constitution is neither rigid nor flexible. It is not as rigid as US Constitution. US Constitution काफ़ी rigid है. To change the US Constitution आपको एक special provision की ज़रूरत है and that procedure is very difficult. लेकिन इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को चेंज करना उतना भी रिजिड नहीं है जितना यूएस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को चेंज करना है. सो दैट इज वाई इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज नॉट एज रिजिड एज द यूएस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड इट इज नॉट एज फ्लेक्सिबल एज द ब्रिटिश कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ब्रिटिश पार्लियामेंट को चेंज करना काफ़ी ईजी है. ब्रिटिश पार्लियामेंट विद जस्ट सिंपल मेजोरिटी सिंगल हैंडेडली कैन चेंज इट्स कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, चेंज इट्स रूल बुक. लेकिन इंडिया की कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन चेंज करना इतना भी इजी नहीं है. सो दैट इज वाई इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज नाइदर रिजिड नॉर फ्लेक्सिबल. The Parliament of India has the power to amend any part of the Indian Constitution under Article 368, but it shall not affect basic structure of Indian Constitution. लेकिन ये basic structure क्या है? What is the basic structure of Indian Constitution? The basic structure doctrine was given by Supreme Court in the Keswanand Bharti case of 1973. This judgment was not defined anywhere. Supreme Court, through its power of judicial review, expanded the scope of the basic structure doctrine throughout the years. There is whole chapter on basic structure, so we will learn about that in those chapters. For now, let us shift back our focus to amendments. Let us discuss the procedure for amendment. What is the procedure for amendment? The Parliament has the exclusive rights in matters of constitutional amendment. That means amendment can be initiated in either house of the Parliament only, but it cannot be initiated in the legislature. That means procedure for amendment cannot be initiated in state legislature. Prior permission of the president is not required, and even a minister or private minister can introduce it. Now, who is the private minister? Those ministers who are not part of Council of Ministers are generally known as private ministers. A special majority in each house is necessary. Now, what is special majority? ये हम थोड़ी देर में डिटेल में देखेंगे. Now, let us move forward. Each house has to pass the bill separately. Separately bill pass करना पड़ेगा. In case of disagreement between two houses, there is no provision for a joint sitting. If the bill is related to the federal provision, half of the state legislatures have to pass it. After being passed by the both houses, bill is presented to the president. President has to give assent to the bill. He can neither withhold his assent to bill nor return the bill for reconsideration. After that, bill becomes an act. Now, this is the procedure for amendment. The Constitution can be amended in three ways. First, amendment by simple majority. Second, amendment by special majority. And third, amendment by special majority and ratification of half of the state legislature. Now, what are these different types of majorities? Let us try to understand each one by one in detail. First, what is amendment by simple majority? So, what is simple majority and where it is used, that we will learn. Simple majority is the majority of the members present and voting on a particular day. This is considered an amendment outside Article 368. A number of provisions can be amended with the help of simple majority. These include creation of new states under Article 3, admission of new state under Article 2, creation of legislature with reference to union territories, if change has to be made in the second, fifth and sixth schedule. Now this fifth, sixth schedule, they relate to tribal areas. Fifth, citizenship acquisition and termination under Article 11, that also can be amended by simple majority. With reference to parliament, quorum, language, privilege, rules of procedures, salaries, elections, delimitations, abolition or creation of legislative councils, then this can be done with only a simple majority. The other way through which the constitution can be changed is given in Article 368. Article 368 has provided two types of majorities to amend the constitution. These are special majority and consent of half of the states. Now what is special majority? That is second condition. That is, special majority means the majority of 2/3 members present and voting and the majority of the total membership of the house. For example, the total strength of Lok Sabha is 545. Therefore, majority of the total membership of the house would be 273. So the number in favor of the bill should be always more than 273. At the same time, that number should be greater than 2/3 of the members present and voting. For example, suppose on given day 300 members are present, and if all voted in favor of the amendment bill, then it gets 300 votes. This number is itself greater than 273 and also more than 2/3 of the present members present and voting. Hence, the bill is passed. Now suppose only 400 members are present and 200 voted against the bill, then it won't be passed. Why? Because the number in favor is less than the majority of the total membership. That is, number is less than 273. I hope you are getting this. If you are not getting this, please go back and refer this part again. Now suppose if there are 250 members are present and 200 voted in favor, then you must be thinking that it is more than 2/3 present and voting. But this number is less than 273. Hence, the first condition is not met and the bill won't be passed. The provisions which can be amended by special majority include fundamental rights, directive principles, and other provisions which are not changed by first and third methods. So this special majority was the second method through which constitution can be amended. Now let us discuss the final type of majority required under Article 368. Special majority with ratification of half of the states. Now so what is this third method? When a bill tries to change federal features of the constitution. Now what are the federal features? Features like election of president, 7th schedule, GST, Supreme Court, High Court provisions, representation of states in parliament, or amendment procedure itself. That is, when a bill tries to change federal features of the constitution, then it has to be passed by 2/3 of the members present and voting and with the majority of the total membership. Not only this, it has to be even ratified by half of the state legislature. The recent GST amendment took time to get passed because it was to be passed by the half of the state legislature. Now election of president, 7th schedule, we talked about this, Supreme Court, High Court provisions, representation of states in parliament and amendment procedure itself. These provisions of the constitutions are to be altered or amended with special majority and the ratification from the half of the states. Now these were three methods. There are also other majorities like absolute majority and effective majority, but these are used in special cases like, for example, removal of vice president or speaker during various motions. So we will learn about that when we reach to that part. Right now it is better if we limit our discussion to constitutional amendments only. So this was the summary of 10th chapter under 10 minutes, that is amendment of the constitution. I hope you are liking this quick revision series. I hope it is helping you. If you want to download revision notes in PDF format, check out the link given below in descriptions. If you have any query, please comment down below in comment section. I will try to resolve this. So this is it from this chapter. Thank you for watching.